for Around Town, we are talking to Derek Hadley about a project that would expand the Hayes skate park. Okay, Derek, you've been very involved in the skating community for a lot of years, so could you just give us a background of the Hayes skate park?
Yeah, it was built in '96, and back then there was a group of us, we were 14, 15-year-olds, and just skating around town and getting kicked out of spots and, harassed and run-ins with cops and everything, the usual.
Neighborhood hoodlums.
Yeah. But a friend of mine ended up writing a letter to the Hayes Rec and talking about maybe building a skate park. So we had a meeting with them, and it was something that they were interested in doing, obviously. So with the help of one of our older friends back then, he designed the park, and we ended up raising pretty much all the money for it, and the city donated the land, and yeah, the rest is history, I guess, as of now.
That's pretty interesting. So it was a group of teenagers that built it, pretty much?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Well, it was the local contractors built it, did the actual construction.
I guess you came up with the idea of the skate park. Yeah. So what is your project exactly? Could you tell us about it?
Yeah, we have a committee. It's called the Western Kansas Skate Park Committee. And basically we're trying to promote action sports and skateboarding in particular around Kansas. And our first project is in Hayes. And it's just a lot of years coming. It's been 18 years since the park's. I mean, it's seen no improvement, so I can't say the first signs of improvement, because if I tell people, if you saw a picture of it in '96 and go to there now, it looks pretty much the same. Whereas every other park, a sports field, playground has been updated, and updated safety code and everything like that. So it's about time.
The skate park has kind of been pushed to the side.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Well, what do you think needs to happen with the skate park? What kind of improvements are you trying to add to it?
Well, just compared to back then, there was, a group of, maybe 20 or 30 people that use the park. Now it's increased to, there's statistics about it, but I wouldn't be able to tell you, from what I see, because there's so many kids that frequent the park and end up getting turned away, they can't skate the park.
People don't know that it's not just skateboarders that go there.
Right, it's action sports is skateboarding, inline, little kids do scooters, and then the BMX guys and stuff, and usually the kids that ride scooters and stuff like that, then they eventually graduate to skateboarding, and the numbers the Census Bureau puts out shows that increase in skateboard activity. So there's a huge population of action sports in Hayes, and it's obviously, if you're not in it, it's not really, you may notice it a little bit around town, but it's the same as a lot of people don't realize that Hayes needed a sports complex, but then we got one. It's like, oh, okay, well, they obviously needed it, so it's the same type of thing.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Well, how much progress have you made with this so far? Where are you at?
Well, I think it was probably a year ago, we ended up having a meeting with the Hayes Rec. Well, first of all, I had tons of kids coming to me and complaining about the size of the park, and it was crowded, and it wasn't challenging. So naturally, skateboarders have an inherently looking for new terrain constantly. So of course you're gonna go skate street and ledges, and
the world is their skate park.
Yeah, the world is the park, and you have run-ins with police and neighbors and whatnot. So, but if there's a spot that they can go to that is always challenging, then obviously they don't need to go outside of the facility.
So you're saying that space is definitely a problem with this.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And why is it a problem? How many people can fit in the skate park right now?
Well, according to skatepark.org, they have a lot of their sources, but they basically came up with a number, spatial requirements per kid, and it's around like 150 square feet per person. So technically, the park, how it is right now, can fit 36 or 40 people, like at its maximum safety level before people start crashing into each other and everything. So according to our numbers that we've came up with, going off of Census Bureau stuff, that the park is only at 14% right now. So only 14% of the active user population can be at the park at one time.
Wow.
So we're trying to increase that to at least 50%, so it could handle around like 130 to 140 people. The active user population is about 260, and then the amount of people that are even interested in action sports is about 1,000 for our community. So
I'm sure a lot of people are not aware of how
Yeah,
high the
it's-
numbers are, the
right,
demand.
yeah.
That's
And it's the numbers that how they base off of is just the same way that they base off basketball, football, any sports
any other
statistic.
kind
It's
of
the same
organized
way.
or
Yeah.
How did you become involved with this project? What sucked you back in after you already started the skate park?
Well, I mean, just personally, we travel all the time to go. Every month we drive to Denver and go to skate parks, and I would love to not have to do that so much. I mean, it's cool going places and finding new things, but usually kids can't do that, so they're stuck here, and we just want to give them like, a space that they can go to and be safe at, and feel like it's theirs, and so they don't have to seek like an outside source to go to. But so just my personal wants and needs, I guess, too. But more so that kids have been coming to me and asking me to help them out with like trying to get something organized, and so just being the old guy, I guess. I just took on the responsibility. So yeah.
I see. Well, I'm sorry we're out of time, but
Oh, okay.
No, it's okay. But thank you so much for coming in. I just wanted to get it out there. If people wanted more information about this, because fundraising and whatever else that can happen, donations, people getting involved, do you have any more information on that?
Yeah, you can go to our Facebook group, Western Kansas Skatepark Committee, or on Facebook, We Can Skate is the page that you can like it on there, and I think the Twitter page is We Can Skate as well.
Okay.
So.
Well, thank you so much to our guest, Derek Hadley, for coming in today, and it's back to the news desk.